民を失った国は浄古の悪意に再び飲み込まれるのか楽しみだ。もちろんリーウェの人と一緒に歴史するつもりなら俺は止めないけど。
見失った。あいつ速すぎる。おい、なんだあれ。疲れた。黄金屋を出た時に軍玉閣を見てなかったらどこに行けばいい。間に合ったよな。渦の魔人はまだ理由。
お前たちなぜここに？
あ、仙人たちだ。どうして軍玉閣にいるんだ。七星と喧嘩したって聞いたけど。
互いの不満は一旦置いておいて、今は共にリーウェを守るべきだとそうなったのよ。
なるほどな。じゃあ何か案が。こんなにも距離が離れてるのに。
洗顔軍の新兵たちは立ち上がることすらできないわ。浄古魔人の威圧は一般人にとって有害だからこそ、あの化け物をリーウェ公に近づけさせるわけにはいかない。
怖い。2000年前の魔人戦争はこんな敵と戦ってたの。今ここにいる七星、洗顔軍、それと仙人たちの力を合わせれば。
話し合ったけどそれはわからないわ。
嘘だろ。でも
方法はある。奇襲記の件で七星を悩ませたようだな。せっかく奇襲記を作ったわらわがこの仙人の装置、凡人にはわかるまい。だがわらわが少し手を加えれば想像を超える改良も
これも仙人との縁かしら。ここにいる仙人たちも装置に戦力を注ぐことができるはずだし、これで新奇襲記で魔人と戦えるわ。善は急げ。今が決戦の時よ。作戦開始。
Isle's divine power. I am very familiar with it. Be careful not to get hit.
I'll protect us!
The Fatui! Their attacks are unrelenting!
How daring. Snezhnai's diplomats will answer for this afterward. Every last one!
There are so many victories too! We can't!
Were you about to say open children?
Don't lose heart. Here, take this!
This is from your body. It's like the time in Julian Cars. Wow, it's not a pink shockwave. This grid is really strong.
My duty. At an end.
Don't be a killjoy. I miscalculated.
Submit!
With the blood of the Chilean, I guard you against evil. Cast your fear of injury by the wayside, and fight with all your might. I too did this during the Archon War. So this is what Ganyu's like in a fight.
My name means swiftness. Take my power and run as I do.
We're going too fast!
You are strong in body and spirit. Perhaps you can withstand 3 forms of adeptal energy at once.
This will hurt a little. Please bear with us.
Once you've adapted, try to use them in battle.
I guess this is it.
I swear by my son! Look at me.
Don't waste time. Your life is mine.
Let me use myself.
My duty. At an end. Chill to the bone.
Exercise caution. I fear that the god's power has reached its peak.
In other words, if we hold here, there's nothing worse to come, right?
Just...
It's nothing. Your life is mine.
Don't be a killjoy. Let me just be
There you are, eavesdropper. I swear by my soul. Let me amuse myself.
Don't waste time.
Let me amuse myself. Just...
This isn't good.
Your life is mine.
The Fatui's numbers are thinning!
Fight on, comrades! Once we finish this lot off, the Adepti will be able to deal with the god in peace!
邪魔者は消えた。ようやく本気を出せる。
効果あったぞ！このまま抑えていれば！
奇襲機が壊された以上反撃は厳しい。
しかし軍力核は最後の砦です。いずれにせよもう後には。私に策があるわ。教皇様、それは。軍力核を放棄する。
どういう考えで？分かった。
旅人、助力を願おう。さらば我が友、今日の別れはいつかの再会のためでもある。
Is it finally over?
The ominous aura of that monster has indeed begun to fade. The effects of the Sigil of Permission last but a short time. It will be some time before the Overlord of the Vortex.
We are indebted to you for your assistance. If the Adepti hadn't happened to be here, the future of Liyue Harbor would surely have been in great...
Save your flattery. We didn't just happen to be here. Surely you won't pretend to have forgotten the reason for which we came.
Come now. There's no need for such harsh words, Cloud Retainer. I've heard that when Ningguang began learning to do business, she had already started setting aside part of her then limited income in preparation for building the Jade Chamber. At first, it was only the size of a small room, but with continued expansion, it has become the palace that lies before you now. It is a testament to Ningguang's entire life, both as a businesswoman and as the backbone of the... Seeing the Jade Chamber destroyed in the defense of Liyue means much to her. To me, such cooperation and sacrifice deserves at least...
Well, I was really hoping you would say that such sacrifice could at least be used as some leverage in our... Thank you all for hearing me out. We know very well why the...
Oh?
3,700 years. According to our records, the Adepti... Even to this very day, Liyue and its lands have stood the test of time. But that does not mean that the Liyue of today is the same city as it was all those years ago. Do not merely cast your protective gaze upon the land. Instead...
Are you questioning our means of protecting Liyue?
I mean no offense. I simply hope that our Adepti forebears would see Liyue in a new light.
Forebears, you say? One doubts you would be fit to be part of such a...
This morning, Rex Lapis appeared to me in a dream.
What?
In the dream, I yearned to tell him that we Qixing, though mortal, are equally bound to the contract. Each passing generation of the Qixing leaves many things of value to be inherited by the next generation. I also thought to tell him how the past generations of Qixing had strove under his rule to survive in our mortal... But I dared not speak. I could only gaze at him in silence until the moment I...
Oh, Ningguang.
Yet another perspective. What are you trying to say, Outlander?
Right! That's something that happened in Mondstadt. It's a story about the Four Winds and the people of the Animal Archon. The Animal Archon sought to quell the strife between the two sides, because he believed that such conflict would only scar the hearts of both.
Each of the 7 nations has its own scars from the past.
Though your point is the very height of simplicity. As Adepti, we've become a laughingstock, to be chastised thus by an
All right. Didn't Ningguang suggest that we should focus on the city and each of its citizens? I know I already have, so...
I apologize for appearing in full armor. I am afraid I cannot show the proper courtesies.
And who are you?
I am Feng Yan, a sergeant of the Millilith. I have come to... I thought this battle would perhaps be my last. But thanks to the aid of the Adepti, our forces were not as bad. Although I am a mere mortal soldier, I promise to hold the line and never betray the grace given to us by the...
Huh? Why does everyone look so down?
Weren't you frightened, dear? It was quite the predicament.
I wasn't afraid. All the strong Millilith guards were there, and those powerful heroes with their visions were there. When danger is near, everyone always protects me. And the rest of the time, they make fun toys and tasty snacks and... thanks for protecting Liyue Harbor. Please, come visit us for the next lantern rite.
Unfortunately, we wouldn't be able to participate.
Huh?
Because we are Adepti.
Oh, okay. Aww.
You see, this is what Liyue is. The country of contracts is grateful to the Adepti for their protection. But it is no longer necessary for the city to rely on the Adepti's power to solve although their blood is weak, there is still strength to be found in those we call mortals. The time of contracts between gods and Liyue has long since passed. Now is the time of
Seeing the port around us now, it is hard not to feel a bit out of place. Wouldn't you say so, Cloud Retainer?
Your line of inquiry is askew. One did not spearhead this expedition to Liyue Harbor.
Seems like the Adepti have had a change of heart.
Let us return now.
Eager to leave, conqueror of demons.
Yes, one understands what the Conqueror of Demons means. The city of Liyue has changed much after our long separation. One fears that by the time one finally grasps the new contracts of Liyue, you humans would have once again... Fair enough. Awake...
Since we Adepti have consensus, then one shall persist no further. But how will we ensure that the Liyue Qixing will not simply exploit their power once we
All right, Mooncarver, you needn't worry. It seems to me that this right of supervision is best left to the people.
Looks like the conflict between humans and Adepti was avoided. All's well that ends well, huh? Oh, right! It's nice that we've got peace and all, but we're forgetting one thing. Child wanted to unleash the god so he could lure Rex Lapis out. But we were able to handle the Overlord of the Vortex on our own, so Rex Lapis never showed up. Oh, and speaking of that, don't we still need to get to the bottom of that Archon's death?